welcome to KTN The Tea, right here on KTN Home. I am one of your hosts, Susan Jeroge, aka Sir Common, and man, do we have a lot of tea to spill today, but let me introduce my gorgeous, gorgeous co-host, Laura Mbasa. How you doing today,
Yes, guys,
gal?
I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, I know you missed me last week, but I'm here with all the negativity, and you guys can hate me on Twitter, but I love you back. Someone actually DM'd me and was like, your language towards men is so bad. Come fight me.
Who DM'd you that?
Yeah?
First of all, what was that you just did to the camera? So Laura Mbasa is back,
No,
and
guys,
I'm
honestly,
so
I'm
happy
here,
she's
you guys,
here.
and I'm changed, and you're gonna love me today.
I'm seeing today you've dressed like you're actually
Exactly,
going
because I'm
for
here.
like-
I'm here to be respectful and just do what I'm supposed to do and not spread negativity. Encourage women, support men, and yeah,
all that good stuff.
absolutely not.
Well,
the direct opposite.
The perfect
We don't do that here.
the perfect way to test Laura on whether this is actually the case is to, of course, discuss young, famous,
Let me
and
tell you guys, I don't know where to
African.
start. I don't know where to
Hold
start.
on, actually, just make sure you join us on the conversation on social media, okay? Use the hashtag KTNTheT and follow us everywhere at KTN Home and both on our social media pages. But yes, right back to young, famous, and African.
Yes, first of all, one of our hosts has a problem with people calling it young, rich, and famous. Claudia and
Yeah.
Samba, we are speaking out for you.
You know, us when we
and
were watching it, we weren't seeing the fame and the Africanness so much. We've got to know
not
na
just
pesa.
Honestly, because they have the same problems we have. These are people we've probably interacted with at least once in your life.
Maybe, yeah, like one of
And
them at least
So
we've
the
touched.
only difference between us and them is that they're rich.
The
So
money.
it does help that, you know,
You know what?
rich,
How high rent is in Joburg, my friend.
Imagine.
Even to just shoot.
I
the-
know, man.
Hey, anyway, let's get into the nitty-gritties of the series. So people have had so much to say on the social since it dropped. Shout out to Netflix for dropping all the episodes for everything at once.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it. True.
Imagine. Like, first of all, this is an American actor coming to get famous in Africa. That's how much you know we're a big deal. So we have Kanye Bao, who is riding in Lamborghinis for a living, and
She's
Diamond
like a
Platinum.
PR maven,
Yeah.
but she's also known as a gold digger.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I mean, they
She claimed it though on the show. You see, that's another thing. I'm not saying anything that Kanye herself did not say.
But can you call someone something that you don't have? Like, we assume she's a gold digger, but if it's not ours, like, who's it hurting?
That's true.
Dig your gold, sis.
Dig it.
Diamond Platinum, who's a superstar in Africa and the world.
Kindly, let's note he's the only one in the whole series that landed with his private jet.
And he's
Jewelry.
the only one who actually had a job during the whole filming.
yeah,
And
that's
Naked, DJ Naked's girlfriend, whose name really
Kaylee.
is inconsequential.
Why
that
is
one.
she so forgettable?
Annie and Two-Face, oh sorry, it's Two-Face and his wife. And Zari, the boss lady, the main character of the show, giving me main character energy.
No, she has
If you
main character
if you
energy
didn't
for
have
days.
a reason to love Zari before, now you do.
Yes, listen, guys, don't get me wrong. I am Team Zari, quote unquote, except for that time she pulled Two-Face away and just decided to embarrass Annie for fun. That was not cool.
She didn't embarrass Annie for fun.
She
He's someone
did.
who's accepted herself. And listen, having an insecurity is not a bad thing.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
should have an insecurity. Has 5 children out of wedlock or in between wedlock or whatever it was they were
Right,
doing.
right.
Of course you're insecure.
But she's referring to
Zari is
Annie being
comfortable
insecure in front of her husband after she calls her husband aside first to tell him, oh, your wife did this and this to me while you were away, which wasn't exactly true or very also
It was the amount
exaggerated.
of shock she had in her voice about Two-Face knowing Zari is ridiculous.
I don't
right?
understand why somebody's spouse would ask you a simple question about how you know their spouse several times. And you're just going to choose not to answer it, and then you're going to pull the spouse aside and make a wife seem crazy because she just kept asking you one question that you refused to answer. I don't understand.
Regardless of how good this show is, can you see now the plot holes with the
Yeah.
with the plot?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you guys, we can tell there's a bit of like it's shaky. The storyline is shaky,
Also-
but the show is fantastic.
And
How like well represented Africans were.
no, they
represented,
did an
honestly.
amazing job.
They really
even
did.
in the sense of everybody's talents were highlighted. That we got to see how Africans really live. There's no longer a perception of how third world our continent is. We have so much to offer. There's a lot of art, there's a lot of culture, there's a lot of wealth, and there's a lot of enjoyment right here in our continent, which they highlighted really well. Something else that I love from this series is it wasn't just the women with the drama. Oh, no, no. That last episode when Andile comes to the house to surprise Zari
dream.
and spend the evening with her or whatever. And then Diamond is like, because you know Diamond is the center of the world, right? He's like, Andile, you came to surprise me, brother. Like, how cool. No, 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 no. And then Zari, who knows exactly what's going on, did the thing that all women need to learn how to do. You know how men are experts at escaping situations?
Yeah.
Zari showed us you can also do it as a woman. She said, oh, we're feeling a bit thirsty.
Before
Let
we
me go get us drinks.
Before we get too carried away with the storyline, you guys go ahead and watch it. It's worth the watch.
Which
it's
for sure.
fantastic. And here's someone who came out with a lot of shenanigans, a lot of nonsense. I don't know how to say it, but somehow, apparently, this concept was stolen from wife material. Allow me to leave set because I can't deal with
You know,
this. What is that?
You know, Eric Omondi, I don't even know what to say.
I mean, I
because-
love that he's pushing for something. I get
Yeah.
he had that idea in mind, but listen to the theme song of Wife Material to begin with. We have so many amazing Kenyan artists, and if you could tell from a young, famous and African, they played a lot of African music.
So much
you know?
African music, and
They-
it sounded dope.
Exactly. But have you heard the theme song to Wife Material? Whoever sang that song needs to be arrested and license revoked. You cannot enter any studio in Nairobi because what was that?
Yeah. So you know, there's the show The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. Explain the concept.
So Wife Material was about Eric Omondi trying to let's not. Guys,
So basically,
let's
Eric
just
Omondi, if they stole that idea from you, it's okay because you
Yeah.
stole The Bachelor and
But this is the
Bachelorette's
thing,
idea. So it's
creativity
fine.
is
No
no one,
wahala.
you can't own creativity. But here's another thing that was happening, because it's all young and famous today. Some young and famous Kenyans people thought would be on the show. And guys, please, tusiongee kwa ubaya, but just speak from your heart.
Eh,
Just speak from your heart.
yeah.
Me, honestly, the person I'd love to see is Ringtone Apoko. He's the richest Kenyan.
According to him,
Yeah.
though, we don't have any other data other than what he tells us. Like those 5 mansions, guys, there's no evidence.
But here's what Kenyans suggested, Anerlisa.
So
What do you
Anerlisa
think?
was actually emailed by Netflix and said no. Why do you think she said no?
Because she doesn't have content. No, but here's my thing. She really is like a high-end babe. No, she's a high-end babe, but she doesn't like people being in her business. The
That's
one thing you've noticed
true.
with a lot of these people, no
She
shakes
likes
on
keeping
Anerlisa. I really
certain
think she's a
things.
fantastic lady.
But
I'm
she wants to
joking,
keep some
right?
things
Yeah,
private.
but if you want to keep certain things private,
You're
then
not a
we're not
reality
here
star.
for it.
That's
we
true.
respect you, we love you as an entrepreneur, but when it comes to entertainment, then maybe not.
Do you know who has my
Hard pass.
vote for young, famous and African? Also, hey, you guys, let me tell you, this chick would have stolen the show. If Akode can just be in season 2.
Girl.
Akode, you have my vote.
Madam
okay.
Boss, can you imagine her and Zari
What?
beating Kanye? Because I just see an episode where they're just going ham on Kanye, just pounding on her head.
First of all,
'Cause
I
me,
don't
I'm
even
Team
know,
Zari.
like, right?
Yeah.
And then everybody will bring up their family and their everything, and Akode will be like, me and my, how many are there? 8, 10?
I don't know.
Many children.
But we'd love to see her cook.
Akode, you have the energy, the vibe, the superstar, like.
She's the biggest Kenyan superstar.
She
For
would-
me,
she
she
would
gives
be
superstar
amazing.
energy, right?
What if though we had like a Sauti Soul member also feature? I think that would
And
be
do
really
what?
cool.
No, like for real, like, and do what? Like,
We have someone who has to show whack.
this is the thing.
There's no
With-
one who's showing
the
whack.
problem with Kenyan artists is Edgar Barre's existence already just puts them on edge. Why would they
Maybe
want
that's
to
who should go.
and do something else when you know how much dirt you have?
Out
People are
there
always just hiding
already.
something. You don't want stuff to be seen. And that's the reason why Kenyan artists, Kenyan celebrities were maybe not shoot for it,
Chosen,
right? But one of
maybe.
the people who was left out, and I feel like that was just terrible, was Huda the boss chick.
She would have been amazing.
I think so too.
Fashion wise, drama wise, traveling all over the country wise, dating wealthy people wise.
I think on that note, I agree with Eriko. Kenyans should really just a bit open up and realize as a celebrity, we are going to be in your lives. We invest in you as a person.
That's
and
true.
when it comes to music, it has a lot to do with emotions and feelings. So we do invest in your lives as well. I
Yeah.
don't feel like it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I think like for Kenyans to reach that level of fame, you
Yeah.
really just need to accept you're in the public eye.
That's true.
Yeah.
Don't fight it too much.
Exactly.
Something else I also think that we should do as Kenyans is let's consume our own content. Like it shouldn't be Eric screaming at
Yeah.
us to do it. Think about it. All the people who are on the show were very, very famous and have become rich within their own countries. Now they're out here selling to the rest of Africa. You know what I mean? But when you look at how many Tanzanians consume Diamond's music
Yeah.
and Kenyans, when you look at how many
Yeah.
Nigerians will hire Swanky to style them, you're kind of realizing that us
Yeah.
as Kenyans, we're letting each other
it,
down.
it begs the question, like, how do you feel like Diamond's other baby mamas are feeling? Tanasha and Hamisa. how they're feeling about how he was trying to get back with Zari.
Let me tell you something. Do you know what I realized when I watched it? Is they've been having that energy all along. Probably why they all left. Anyway, you guys tell us who your favorite character was on the series and who do you think should be added in the second season coming here from the 254. Someone who will represent us properly. Swanky was my favorite though.
Yeah.
Did not take any nonsense, was best dressed all the time, every day, and was just trying to help out his friends, man. He's such a cool guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best dress.
For
Coming
sure.
back after the break. Welcome back from the break. My name is Laura Mbata and I'm joined by the beautiful Susan Chori. Okay, this is the tea and you're right in time for the second half where we go in on some of your favorite celebrities. No lives are spared here. So, but then go to deactivate all my social media accounts. Where can you hate me? You don't know where I live. Excuse you? Hey.
I do. Now let's talk about Carol Sonny because everybody is in her business, but she's also making it our business to be in her business.
Let me tell you, it is video vixen, housewife, divorcee, not the other way around. It's not housewife, divorcee, video vixen. It just shows some kind of, I'm so upset, I need to show myself out there and just be everywhere. No, man.
But she's just trying to
Vixen,
secure the bag.
housewife, divorcee.
What if you're just trying to secure the bag, man?
I mean, by any means necessary, I support any kind of
you
hustle,
know,
yeah?
me, I'm here for it also. Just do you, boo.
Yeah, I'm even renting my parents out. If you need that family love, come see my mom. She makes you nice dinner. Do whatever you need to do so that you feel listen, because she was getting her insurance for her baby paid by was it Dr. Fuenike, right?
Yes.
So I really get it, like by any means necessary.
Well, there is another gentleman who is apparently the hottest guy on the market after he made a certain purchase. And that purchase was of a brand new Land Cruiser Prado. And the content creator is none other than Crazy Kenna.
You know, you guys, I've never really seen anyone as handsome as Crazy Kenna. I think he's the most handsome guy in the planet. And he's so funny. He's so funny. If you guys are saying this, like, just send my CV, right? You know, the first time I saw him, guys, I was like, Crazy Kenna, wow.
Look at your eyes.
I can see the
Never
future.
seen her eyes that big on the T.
Yes.
Now, there is somebody that had some really sad news to share, but I really want to big them up for coming out, and that's Pascal Chokodi and his partner Grace. And they came out to let us know that they actually experienced a miscarriage in June of last year, 2021. And it was something so tough for their family to go through. But I want to commend them for coming out to speak about it. Even Paul Pogba, Manchester United football player, came out to speak out about mental health and how he has been depressed and how he didn't know that he was because he didn't really understand the symptoms. So big up to celebrities that are sharing things to make us seem like what we're going through isn't that different.
And people are actually getting out and being like, I know I was in a bad place and you guys don't need to be in the same place I was, which is lovely, man. Even Crazy Kenna has this whole thing he does in high school where he talks to guys.
True.
Because I think that's where you really actually form your personality of sorts. So it's fantastic to see guys coming out and, you know, showing support for mental health, awareness. And Susan, what else do we have? Are we going into fashion now?
It's time for us to go into fashion. But before we go into fashion, did you see Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott came out to tell us, najua tuliwaambia tutaita mtoto Wolf, lakini tumemeet, tumechill na yeye kidogo na tunaona hiyo si vibe yake.
Now. Like, they're doing too much.
So do you think someone should wait up until the child is born before they announce the name to the world? Like if you're a celebrity, of course everybody wants to know.
I don't know, man.
What are the rules and regulations? Yeah, we don't have children, so we can't really...
I can't really relate, right?
Do you think he's going to grow up and be like, my parents had the chance to call me Wolf, then they changed that ish and now I'm called whatever they're going to call him?
I don't know if Travis Scott doesn't get saved like Kanye very soon. I really don't know. But yeah, I have nothing to say on that topic.
Now, we love fashion and style, and we are going into our segment of Style Sport. And there was an event here in the 254 not too long ago. Foina launched, I think it was a second store for her hair collection, and she invited...
Can you just talk about how boss Foina is?
No, she is.
She's
actually a Wazari
event, and the event theme was, I think, champagne colors or something.
Blush something.
Yeah, blush pink and all those colors. And people just decided, you know, Modern 92 will just show up the way she wanted to. And the dress was fantastic.
Yes.
I just didn't think it would be... Have you seen brown champagne? I don't know. Is
it's
that bath water? I don't know.
please, actually, I'm going to kick you out of set.
Yeah, okay.
You can't say these things.
Okay.
Somebody else that was a bit lost was Lydia. Do I just say KM? Because I know
Yeah.
it's not Lydia Kim, so it's Lydia
Yeah.
KM, who does a show with Muigai, who was also there, and she looked fantastic.
Yeah.
Guys, there's nothing worse than just letting your co-host remain far behind
And listen,
on the
guys,
dress code.
Guys, prove me right. Wasn't Murugi Muni and Lydia on their podcast wearing the same clothes at
No,
some
they
point?
don't wear the same clothes. I think maybe they did it for like 1 or 2 episodes, but they don't wear the same clothes.
Also, like, I just see thumbnails and I think I know
But
stuff,
you know
so-
something? If they had adopted that for this event, it would have been amazing.
Please, disclaimer, I see thumbnails and I think I know the story. So whatever you hear here is just personal opinion. Don't be mad. So another person
Millie
who-
Chebby also looked
I think she
cute.
looked good.
I think she looked
A lot
good.
of people don't agree, but I think she looked good. Of course, people went in on Twitter, and I think this is after the Pulse Live Awards, where
Right.
people just don't follow the dress code. People dress however they want, and I get it. It's
You mean
overwhelming
like
being a
DJ
celebrity.
Piera? What was that?
She wore a tumbo cut and tights.
And the belly rings that all the 20-year-olds are wearing. Baby girl, let it go. Let it go, sis. Let it go. Kuna dress code, kuna red carpet, va dress tafadhali. Kama unataka kukua kama Rihanna, at least make sure it's a long skirt. Like, what are we doing here? Also, it was none of the colors of the event.
No, it was a mix of pink and I didn't get the outfit, but she's doing
multicolored
her,
pants, no.
It's 2022. We need to have toxic positivity. You
No.
guys look so fantastic.
No.
Do you, boo? That's exactly what we are supposed to be doing.
We also have to also talk about
me tell
Swanky
you.
hosting a red carpet
In
for
another
everybody
life.
to watch.
In another life,
Uh-huh.
I should be born Nigerian or South African, and I need that kind of confidence.
I'm okay with that.
Another person who people were calling out on Instagram was Wabosha Maxine, but she came out and said that she got the invite late and it was hard to get something custom made.
Yeah.
But you agree that the
I
outfit still
like
looked
her
good.
dress.
First of all, can you never come for Wabosha Maxine? She's Kenya's sweetheart. Don't you ever,
Secondly-
ever talk about Wabosha
Secondly,
Maxine?
she got the invite late, but she's one of the few that actually followed the dress code, like color theme and everything. It was a nice long silk dress. She looked peg, man. Don't
Wabosha
hate.
Maxine must be protected at all costs.
I agree. I like her. Her and Foyi, we have to keep them safe.
Yeah. Some of the men who showed up were not like big celebrities, but,
But they
someone
didn't
that we
look
noticed
bad.
was Creative Phil.
He looked good.
And he's a very handsome dude. Very handsome. I really expected a bit more though.
From him?
Yeah,
You
I
think
felt
so?
like he could have given swanky vibes. If you're gonna go all
That's
in,
true.
go all
But
in.
he does that for like his own. I don't know. I think sometimes there's usually an energy when men feel like they're really disconnected to what's being launched. So it's like, yes, I'm foreigners, homie, I'll support
Yeah.
and everything, but I'm not gonna buy a
I,
wig.
I
So
wonder
I'm-
what Dennis Karori would have worn if he was invited.
You know?
Anyway, we're moving on to other red carpets. But even before that, Otile Brown went shopping. And you guys must know. Because
For his,
why else am I buying
31st.
clothes if you guys don't know?
He should have done a video saying I'm 31st, like
Let me tell
Diamond.
you, that statement is iconic and it will live in my mind forever.
Let me tell you something. Even I can't wait to tell 31 so I can say it. So his boots that are gum boots, but they're Balenciaga gum boots with the croc holes that are not really holes are worth 70,000 Kenya shillings. Otile Brown, now that you are 31st, you couldn't have fed some Kenyan children instead of buying those shoes.
But let me tell you, me, I'm so proud of him. I remember the first interview he did with Jamal, and he was so honest about how much he spent on his shoes. I think he said 5,000, 7,000.
Oh,
a lot more
that's
than I
nice.
will ever spend on shoes. He went ahead to say that, you know, I'm honest about what I have. So for him to get to that level of fame and be able to afford
And
that,
treat himself.
good for you, Otile Brown.
I just have a problem with those boots.
Wear paper bags. It is fine. Have you seen some of the stuff he wears on his music videos?
He
I
wears
think
a
we're
lot of
okay.
weird things. That's why it
But
needs to
good
stop.
for you. Me, I'm all team Otile Brown.
You're in your
plus I love
30s
his
now.
music.
Stop.
I know, right? You need to have an identity besides your wardrobe, right?
Honestly.
But here we are. So we were talking about, let me tell you, it's young, famous, and African, and rich throughout.
The rich is there
Because the
somewhere.
only way you can dress like this is if you're rich. Or
Ooh.
you're Zari Hassan. Because there's rich and then there's Zari
There's Zari
rich.
Hassan. Oh my God. Speaking of Zari, let's talk about what she wore to the Arabian Nights. It was so, she just had like elegance and just vibes with that white bedazzled
I have a
something
new, I have a
she
new
wore.
thing on my
It's like a
bucket list.
kaftan.
I want to smell Zari.
Yes.
She looks like she smells so good.
That is true. I completely agree.
Like, you know when you go to the bank and hear the money being counted?
Yes, that's what she smells
right?
like.
I think so.
That's a nice smell. Can they boil that? That 1 million, whatever perfume, I bet that smell like that. So she looked stunning. Actually, throughout the entire show, she was super elegant and classy. Kanye was well dressed until the moment she decided, I want to show you lines, I want to show you wig. I want to show you lines, I want to show you wig. I want to pick, I'll show you both.
She showed us raw energy, reality. Like sometimes you're at an event with your boys and you're tired, you're like, you know what?
I want raw energy and reality, but I don't want raw reality wardrobe. Please, I beg. Kanye. And also, I have a question. Do you think the producers did that knowing it would be a moment? Because she was fully talking and you could fully see her lines and her wig.
But the thing that was very fantastic was the red carpet as well. Not everyone showed up, but the people who did show up looked very good. Can we just say swanky? This show is all about swanky.
It is. It should actually be all about
the swanky show. That is swanky. They're not friends, but they
are,
carried
I
the
think,
show, right?
because she came to the red carpet, so it's fine.
But he
and
teamed
Pearl
up with Annie a bit
Thursday,
more.
did you see her dress?
Oh, she looked good. Do you feel like she would have been a good fit for the show?
I think they should add her. Maybe she doesn't want it, but I think they should add her. They don't have an actress on the. Oh no, they do. Two-Face's wife is an actress. My bad.
Two-Face wife. She forgot her name.
Even Kanye's an actress.
Advocate for Annie. We don't care.
Hey. The tea for today, hata tumekimbia, and I feel kama some of the tea has overspilled over the sufuria, but it is well. We're going to see you guys next week at the same time, same place, right here on KTN Home. Otherwise, make sure you follow us on all social media at KTN Home on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. And you can find me at Sura_common on all platforms.
And my name is Martha Laura. Everywhere you can catch me on that. And of course, we love your feedback, love or hate. We appreciate it.
Always.
For everyone who tunes in every Saturday, thank you so much. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. Or maybe you would, you just don't know that. But we thank you so much regardless. Yeah, we love everyone who tunes in, and we hope to see you next week.